Brand new in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions.
It's week 17 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He's putting together one of the...
Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and finished a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Outfilled the whole plan there, turn the ball over. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 17, no problem as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. No score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Herbert off of play action. He's got Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. scoring a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's a wide out. When you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4th down, and we go from one mat to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown! Mike Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Stafford here. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Gay's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. So we've come upon halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Rumph drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Potential grounding, offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the... And that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To the air again, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he's going to go down again. Now we'll get whistles and might signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Man open is Robinson. This game, it was well in hand early, never really...